bunch of you guys have been asking about Flowlog, so here's the full breakdown of why I built it, what it is, and how everything actually works. So let's get right on with the video. I'm not going to do anything crazy. I'm just going to make myself a little bit smaller here so you guys can see my screen. And then bang, let's get started. So I have myself on a browser here where I've fully logged myself out. So this is going to be exactly what you guys see when you first log onto it. If you have an account already, then you've already gone through this. If you don't, I'm just going to give you guys a really quick rundown so you know exactly what to do once you're here. Pretty much all it is just a very simple hero explaining a little bit what's going on inside the journal, what you get inside of it. Obviously, it's completely free for my community. I don't know how long it'll stay like that, so maybe I'll scale this super big to something really, really cool down the line. But for now, totally free. Just something to help you guys and something that really helps me. I made it for myself, but I thought I might as well just give it to the community, let you guys use it for free because, I built it. I might as well let you guys use it. But yeah, if I go here, this is going to be what you guys see on the inside. If you want to press the community, you get a little thing. None of you guys need to request an invite because I'll have the access code down below in the description. It's in the Discord. It's wherever. It's TB Trading 2026, all caps. I'll have it on screen here. But it's also going to be in the description. You'll pretty much be able to find it anywhere. But it's only really an access code because I wanted to keep it a little bit niche. I don't want anybody to be able to just do it because I want it to be for my community. But pretty much all you have to do is press login. Once you press login, you'll be brought to here. You can either log in with your Google account or with your Discord account. With your Discord account, I like it because it's kind of like with the community, with the Discord community. Discord community will also be first link in the bio if anybody wants to join it. I'm assuming everybody watching this video already knows me because it's something that I'm just making so you guys know exactly how to use the Flowlog Discord, which was just suggested by somebody in one of the Discord calls the other day. Shout out Ash. All you need to do is press login, authorize, and you'll be brought to your thing. So here is my dashboard for the month. This is just on one of the accounts. I've set it up in a way that I like it so that you can do live, backtest, funded, and eval. So this is just one of the funded accounts that I've been trading recently, and you can see it has everything here listed out. I'm just going to give everybody a quick rundown on what's in the sideboard here and then what's here. So then I'll go deeper into what's in each of the pages. So pretty much you have whatever you want to be doing here. If you trade evaluations, if you trade live, if you want to track your back tests, if you want to track a funded account, if you want to track an evaluation, all of those work. And then the thing below it is a new entry. So new entry is when you do a new entry for that day. And I'll go in deep into this later, but I'm just going to go through everything. Community feed is where everybody's journal entries are posted. You can make them private, you can make them public, whatever. I just thought it'd be fun to add that so people can see what other trades people took. Daily bias, you can submit your daily bias for the day and that will be tracked. So if you ever want to look back at a day of, oh, what was my daily bias that day, you can look here. It also shows everybody else's daily bias that's submitted that day. Monthly review is it just gives you a quick P&L calendar of your month, and so it'll give you a little bit of stats on the month, specifically on your week, so how much money you're up on each week, and then stuff like that. And then it'll also show your trades from that week there. Trade statistics, so this will go a little bit deeper into your trade statistics. It'll have a cumulative P&L. It'll be total profit, consistency. You can change the consistency rule because it is different for some accounts. So for your account, it might be 30% or it might be 50%. The account that I'm trading is 40% with Lucid Pro. So I keep it on 40%. That's what I want to be aiming for. It also has your month P&Ls, your streak, your longest win streak, your longest loss streak, your current streak, 3-day win streak, current, let's go. And then I'll have your days of the week. And so obviously Friday is my worst day of the week on this account. I've taken 2 trades on Friday and I have a cumulative P&L of negative 320 on that day. And then I'll also have, you can see I've been doing shitty on Asia and London. I've taken 1 trade on Asia and 1 trade on London. Lost both of them. But I have a 75% win rate on New York AM, and I have a 100% win rate on New York PM. I don't trade New York or London, I just haven't. But pretty much this is just, it'll go deeper into the stuff that you want to do. And then playbook is pretty much anything you want to be able to write down to just switch to this tab. If you want to look over your rules, if you want to look at your buyers and confluence, common mistakes, general notes, I pretty much just do rules. This is the rules that I follow. I mean, you guys can see. And then settings is just settings. It'll be a photo. You can change the photo, your name, your bio, your username, your instrument, whether your profile is public or not. My email and stuff is down there, so I'm not going to go down there. But now I'm going to go a little bit deeper into everything so you know exactly what it is. Net P&L is obviously the entire profit and loss on your account. Your day win rate is just going to be the percentage of your win rate on the day. So it's a little bit different from your trade win rate because say one day here, yesterday, or no, today. Yeah, today I took 2 trades. I took one trade where I lost $167, which was this trade here. This trade here, I got absolutely edged. Whatever, that's not the point. The point is, I lost one trade, and then I won one trade, which was this trade here. And because the trade that I won was obviously higher profit than the trade that I lost, I ended green on the day, even though I lost a trade. So my trade win rate on this day was 50% because I won one and I lost one. But the day is going to count as a winning day because I won on that day. I ended green on that day. And so that's why those are a little bit different. They're the same for me because the amount of trades that I took also aligns with the amount of days, whatever. But profit factor is pretty much, I mean, I'm assuming every guys know what profit factor is, but it's pretty much your profit factor. I don't know how to explain it. Average win. Average win, average loss, average loss. Obviously, that's pretty shit right now, but that's only because my break even day. So this was break even. Obviously, I'm not targeting $17 in profit. Also, here $20 break even day, another $7 break even day. So it's brought my losses a bit, or my average win down. That's something that I'm hoping to change, is to count these as break even days and not counting them as wins, but counting them as break even pretty much. So just not count them as losses and not count them as wins either. So just kind of cancel them out. I'm going to probably make something like that where you can choose whether you want to count it as a win or count it as a break even, or even count it as a loss if you'd like, or just have it as like a threshold that it will automatically calculate, where if the profit is say under $50, then it will just count as a break even day rather than a winning day. Max drawdown is the max amount of drawdown you've gone down on your account. So if you have, say, $2,000 of drawdown on your account, at any point in time, even if you're in profit, whatever, the max amount of drawdown that you've come into. So I haven't actually been into drawdown on this account. The first day of this account, I had a $600 day. And so since then, I haven't lost, or actually, I had a $600 day, and then I had 2 of these days, which put me at $628 worth of profit. But I still have a max drawdown of $628 because that's how much I lost, which brought me completely break even to the account, and now I'm back in a profit. But the point is that the max drawdown isn't necessarily drawdown of the account. Even if you're plus money, that's the max drawdown you've ever been into. Recovery factor, honestly, I don't even know. Like, I'm going to be honest. It's just something that I saw other big journals added. From my understanding, it's just how well you recover from a loss. So, like today, I lost and then I won, so that it's gonna make my recovery factor better. I don't really know how they calculate it, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Now, going into how to mark an entry, how are you gonna be marking entries? And journaling, pretty much, is the important part. It'll automatically log the date, obviously, so you don't really need to change that, and you're just logging for a date in the past or the future. I don't know how you're gonna log in the future. Then you can put your P&L, whatever it is. You can type it in, or you can put it in. If it's negative, you can put a negative up front. If it's positive, you just type it in. So let's say I had a $457 or a $456 day. Then you grade your day. So if you revenge traded and you lost and you hate yourself, you give yourself an F. If you're like, wow, I waited for my setup and then it was perfect, and I took the perfect setup and I got off for the day and this and that, it was perfect, A plus. Then you add your trade. This is something that I wanted to make super low friction, but have all the data that you need to be able to track, to improve and to look back and collect the data that's necessary, but also not have to, because my thing with journaling is I want to make it low friction. I want to make it easy so that I'm doing it every single day. Because if I make a journal where I have to type in my entry price and my exit price and my fill and my fees and my this and that and the deductions, all this stuff, I'm not going to fucking do my journaling because it's such a pain in the ass. If I make it low friction, but just enough to be able to track all the data that you need to improve, that was my goal with this. So all you need to do is you need to track the time of the trade. So say I took this at 10:30, it's going to automatically log. So this was in New York AM, and then the P&L, let's say I only took one trade this day, so it would have been that 456, and then you'll track if it was a long or a short. let's say this was a short and I took it on NQ. Obviously, I have a bunch of instruments here, whether you trade Forex, futures, whatever. I'm obviously trading NQ, so I'm going to put there, and it was for one contract. So then that's all done. Your trade is logged. Then here, you don't even need to do anything here, really. This is just to mark your emotions. So something what I will do is I already have a preset template out where I'll just I'll just talk to Claude and I'll just express my emotions and what I was thinking about and the confluence behind my trade and everything into the auto like text or speech to text, and then it will automatically give me all the things. So I have questions that I answer every single day, but you can really put whatever you want in here. So whether you just want to do a quick note where it's like got TP hit W, that's all you want to put. That's all you need to put. You don't really need to put anything. If you want to journal your emotions you're feeling that day, if you want to journal what news was happening that day, if you want to journal whatever to give you more context, you're welcome to, obviously. Then screenshots, so you can put whatever screenshots. Say this is the screen. This was from today. If you want to put that screenshot from today, you'd put it in there, and then you press save. You can have up to 2 screenshots. I don't know how much storage I have on this database. I think it's like however so many gigs. It's a lot. It's a lot of gigabytes. So we should be good. And then you can make it private or public. And once you press save entry, boom, that's automatically going to be logged, and it's going to be put right there so you can see all the photos of the days, and you're going to see the long, or like here, what we just logged. It was a short on NQ during New York AM, and it was an A plus day. And then I got TP hit W plus 477. So that's how you log a trade. Obviously, I'm going to delete that. You can go back and edit them or whatever. And then you're going to see this. Oh, yeah, I forgot to say, that's the consistency rule. If you guys don't know how consistency rule works, pretty much I'm failing mine right now because I'm not in that much profit. I'm only in $503 of profit. So the biggest winning day that I have on this account is $601. So with $601, that is 120% about of 503. So once I make more money and I don't make it in one massive portion, that's going to bring my consistency rule down. That's just kind of how consistency rules work. But consistency rules, put shortly, is taken from the max profit of your account. So say if you made $3,000 in your account, it's going to be the biggest winning day, the biggest profit day that like divided by your total profit. So if your total profit is $3,000 and your biggest winning day is $1,000, that means your consistency rule will be 33% because $1,000 is a third of $3,000. So that's a quick explanation how that works. And then community feed, I already went over. Daily bias, I already went over. Monthly review. If I'm going to go a little bit more deep into here, it'll just be pretty much all your trades that you took. It's fairly self-explanatory. It's going to have your cumulative P&L, all of your trades from there. And if you want to, you can just go on this day. So say if I want to go on to what day that I haven't done this day, this was a good day. It'll tell me everything that I logged for this day. So this is what I would normally track. What I was talking about, the template before. So I have the screenshot of my trade, and then the screenshot, usually I will also track the screenshot of the entire day. It just pumped like crazy. But yeah, so that's where I'll track. But my point is that you can press on any of these days and see what happens. So this day, I obviously got absolutely messed. That should have been a W, but my stop was just a tiny bit too small. So yeah, pretty much it'll show everything in there. It will show you statistics for the specific month rather than for all of your trades. Excuse me. And then it'll also have a cumulative PML, all of the trading days, your total trades, your month. It'll have everything logged here. Trade statistics, we already went through a little bit. Yeah, so pretty much if I'm going to go through it again, it's the same. Trade win rate, day win rate, profit factor, recovery factor, best day, total profit, consistency, cumulative P&L. So it's just a little chart to help you get a good idea of where your account has been at. This is a little performance hexagon where it's going to tell you where you're strongest and where you're weakest. So I've honestly, on my weakest, on my max drawdown, I don't know why. I guess $628 is a lot, but I'm not actually sure. When I made this, I just prompted Claude to do its best thing. Obviously, win rate is just going to be the percentage. So I have a 67% win rate, so it's going to be 67 out of 100. These are going to be all out of 100. So ideally, you would want max all of them. So 100, you want the purple to be as big as possible. And then everything that we went over here. So Tuesday I have 100% win rate. Obviously this is from very, very, very small like amount of data, so I don't actually have 100% win rate on Tuesdays. But on this account, I have 3 trades on Tuesdays, so it's my best day. So this is gonna be more stuff: your best performance day, your most active day, your best win rate day, your least performing day, your session performances. So on each session, and that's why I like to track all these things. Like I said, I want the most amount of data for the least amount of, or the least amount of data for the most amount of return on that your investment that you get from journaling that data. So we don't need to do a lot. All we need to do is put the time in, and now we know all the sessions, all the times, and you're going to be able to go back and look that exact trade. When you grade your day, you're going to be able to look at how many grades. So I obviously graded myself an A twice, a B plus twice, a B twice, C plus once, a C once, and a D once. And then it's going to give you the win rate and average win on your long trades, your win rate on your short trades, your average. Sorry, that is a TradingView alert. I guess I have to look at that in a second. But your average size, and then by asset, playbook, settings, like I said over with, that's everything. If you guys have any more questions, I think that had to have gone over pretty much everything. I guess one thing I didn't go over is importing your trades. If you want to import your trades, you can download CSVs from, like I said, Tradeovate, TradingView, NinjaTrader, Rhythmic, FX Replay, Deep Charts exports, so that whenever you come in here, you can take, I don't know where I have them. I'm just going to look up backtest to see if it comes up. These would have been paper trading. Okay, perfect. So I know, actually, let's do replay trading, because I downloaded these just so I could test it on here. I remember doing it. So all you would do is press in there. So then you'd see the replay trading CSV sheet from this day. So then I would log that day, and then I'm done. Because then you don't need to manually put in your trades. Me personally, I like to just manually do it because it's not that much work. You just go boom, time, P&L, long, short, quantity, asset, done, rather than downloading and then importing. But you can do whatever you want. I wanted to put that there so anybody can do. I only really like doing that for my backtesting sessions. But after going over that, I think that's about everything. I really didn't want to make this video that long. It's going to be pretty long, looking like it. I don't know how long I've been recording for already. It's been 21 minutes. Like, I don't even know how it took that long. But I'll probably cut this down because it doesn't really need to be that long. Hopefully that goes over everything. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments and I'll go over them. But yeah, that's full log. That's the free community trading journal. Thank you guys for watching. See you.